Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is July 9th, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, we'll take a look at top stocks with a high short ratio. As many of you know, when the short ratio is high, especially when the stock is down and fundamentals are good, stock can go higher very quickly and squeeze those short sellers. That's why many swing traders love short squeeze candidates, because they can make some good money very quickly if they identify the stocks right. So with that, let's jump in and get started. Look, we'll start with a quick market update and see what market has been doing, and look at my few top picks when it comes to short selling, when it comes to identifying the stocks that can go higher. And then let's look at top stock with a high short ratio. Finally, we'll conclude with few stocks that we can buy. Alright, let's jump in here and look at the market update. Look, from market update perspective on Friday, it's a one-day chart here. On Friday, Dow Jones Industrial Average as well as S&P 500 came down. And look, market is very it's indecisive. It does not know where to go. There are a lot of factors. That's why market is really spiking up and down without any conclusive direction at this time here. So that's why it's a trader's market. Especially volatility is really generally high. You can make some lot of money by selling put options and also buying some short squeeze candidates at the right time. Look, Nasdaq races for the fifth straight day. That tells you there is some strength in the beaten down Nasdaq names here. Technology stocks are doing some good performance of late, bouncing nicely. And our friend Elon Musk is terminating his deal to buy Twitter. So we'll see how it goes. Elon Musk is known to create these dramas, so it's not over till it's over. And then you got here, according to this news here, peak inflation is not here yet. So you got to be careful here. Use some of these rallies to lighten up and market will come down. You can buy more. Alright, so now finally we got some good news in the electric vehicle segment here. Looks like Rivian is finally starting to turn a corner, and a lot of these EV stocks which are beaten down are showing some strength finally and trying to go higher. And many of these EV stocks or electric vehicle stocks have got high short ratio. Could be good to buy slowly and go from there. Alright, now let's jump in here and look at fear and greed index. Look, from a fear and greed index perspective, right now we're in the fear zone. We are at 30. Just last month or so we were at 12 or so. We're in the extreme fear. I could see us coming back to extreme fear in a month or so, because Fed is not our friend anymore. They're going to raise the rates aggressively and market is going to come down, which is what's happening since entire this year. It's really fluctuating between the fear and extreme fear. I can expect this to go on for a few more months. Alright, now let's jump in here and look at the market. Look, from a market perspective, we got S&P 500 one-day chart here. Generally trend is lower, as you can see here. Nice trend here down, and you can see here there is a lot of resistance level. It hits the resistance, comes down, hits the resistance, comes down. Same thing is happening here also. It's coming up slightly. I can see us coming back down again. So that's what's going on. We call it bear market rally. It comes up, hits the trend and or resistance level, and comes down. Same story in the Dow Jones Industrial Average also. It's also making some move here. You can expect that to come back again, because listen, Fed is not our friend anymore. Jerome Powell wants to increase the rates. That's why market gets some short-term bounce here and then it comes down. And Nasdaq, same story. Looks like Nasdaq is a little more stronger, but this also, we got to be careful. There are some great Nasdaq names you could buy at these levels. Nasdaq is generally it's beaten down so much. It's showing some strength at these levels here. And Russell is also, look, it's also beaten down big time here, and Russell is also in a nice channel down, as you can see here. Hits the resistance, comes down. That's what's going on here. And look, bond is finally coming down as Fed tapers down and sells the bonds. Bonds are going to come down and interest rates are going high. That's going to be, that's the trouble for stock market. As the interest rates goes higher, dollar gets strengthened, commodities get slaughtered. Multinational companies who bring back their money, they don't get enough. They don't get enough money because of the high exchange rate. And look, crude oil, after coming down big time, it's trying to go higher. Crude oil, it's good to buy when it's down, like last week. Now it's showing some strength here. I can expect crude to come down as the dollar goes higher, as you can see here. Gold is completely clobbered here on the basic material segment, and gold is they're going to continue to get clobbered. And you could, if you're a long-term buyer, you could slowly buy here. But understand, as dollar gets strengthened, these basic materials and precious metal like gold, they can get clobbered. So that's why buy slowly. Gold is always good to buy very slowly. But it's not a great performer in the long term. It's a hedge. All right, now let's jump in here and look at market breadth. From a market breadth perspective, I got a 30-day chart here. Look at a 30-day perspective. Generally, S&P 500 trying to make a small comeback here, as you see here. And skew is one of my favorite technical indicator. Skew, you got to watch out when the skew goes higher. You got to be careful, because if it hits around 150 or so, then it's certain market will come down. Right now skew is at 118. That tells you this market can go higher from here. That's why I like it when the skew comes down like this. And look, from a trend perspective, trading index or trend, as you call it, traders index or trend, that's trying to go higher. That tells you there are more advancing stocks than declining stocks. That's a good story. That's a good positive indication here. As the trend goes higher or traders index goes higher, that tells you there are more buyers here. Folks are buying more stocks. That's why there are more advancing stocks. And then you got tick here. Look, tick hit top here. So as tick goes higher, typically if the tick hits 1000, you can expect stocks to come down a little more. Right now we are at 391, so I can see us going still higher. And as you see here, moving average perspective, tick is going higher. That means stock market can go higher from here. All right, now we got wall SPD here. This tells you in S&P 500, the advancing stocks versus the declining stocks. Look, it's also trending higher. That tells you slowly there are more advancing stocks than declining stocks. There are more buyers than sellers. There's also always a good news here. I always pay close attention to wall SPD here. The assets trending up here. That's a good sign here. And also look, volatility is dying down slowly here. That's also a good news, but this can wake up very quickly as some events unfold. So we got to be careful here. But generally, as you see here, after hitting high back in 613 here, volatility starts slowly coming down. That's a good news here. And put call ratio at 69. That tells you there are more put call buyers than put buyers. That tells you market is generally bullish. So that's why, as we go forward, you got to be selective here. You may not get too much premium for selling options here, because put call ratio, if it goes higher, then you get a lot of premium selling put options or even call options at the top. But right now, premium is not too much indicated by put call ratio here. And finally, we got Aud Jpy here. As this trend goes higher, that tells you folks are really buying stock, borrowing money from these high interest rate currencies and putting some money into stock market. So that's a good sign. Folks are really borrowing from currencies here and putting money into stock market. That's always a good sign. Folks typically watch very closely, because AUD is a high interest rate, JPY is a low interest rate. That's why folks can do a lot of arbitrage and put money back into stock market, and stock market can go higher. There's a risk on type play here. And finally, US dollar is getting strengthened. That's always a bad news for market, especially for commodities. All right, now let's jump in here and look at stocks with a heavy short ratio here. This is my favorite list, mainly because these stocks are traded more than 1 million shares on Friday. Relative strength index is less than 50. That tells you these stocks are sold off here. Altman Z score is more than 1.8. That tells you financially these companies are sound. They're not going to go bankrupt or belly up. And Piotrowski F score is more than 5. That tells you books are strong here. We don't need to worry about these names here. And also price is more than 5-day exponential moving average. That tells you generally trend is good in these stocks here. They're trying to trend up at this time, indicated by 5-day EMA. All right, now let's jump in here and look some of my favorite stocks here. Look, top of the list here, this is my favorite stock list here. We got Aeo American Eagle, as many of you know here. Look, it's trying to strengthen here. Look at 5-day here, it's trying to go higher. And look at that RSI here, just 44. That tells you even up here you can buy AEO. Look at the short ratio, 21%. This can squeeze those short seller. It's a profit margin positive company, so it's not a money losing company. Look, overall score is very high, so you could buy this great company here. And similar story with Urban Outfitters here. Look, it's got a nice positive net margin here. High short ratio 19%. RSI 46 tells you it's sold off here, and stock is showing some strength here. It's also above its 5-day exponential moving average. Overall score is great. You could buy this one also here. And we got a few more here. We will not be talking about each and every stock here, but you get the idea. If you're a conservative investor, go after nice and high overall score here, like NVST here. Look at the overall score, 86. That's great. It's a net margin positive company. And you could also look at stocks like ZIM, nice and high net margin, as you can see here. And as usual, keep a watch on 1-day, 5-day here. If the stock is making some progress in 1-day, 5-day, 10-day, that tells you these stocks can even go higher from here. There's some great stocks here. Look, we got Snapchat here. Snapchat is trying to go higher, as you can see here. Still low RSI below 50. You could still buy this one here. HPQ is also good here. Look, it's also trying to make a move here. Nice overall score in HPQ. And we got a few more. Look at NRG, nice and high score, 99. I also like Zoom Info, which is one of my favorite stock here. You could buy this one also here. And great stocks like MXL, that's a good one here. And we got a few more, which is, look, I also love both LTHM, which is a lithium play, and growth generation at these levels. It's good here. It's also trying to go higher, as you can see here. All right, now let's jump in here and look at the complete list. One of the reasons I love short squeeze names is look at the stock comes down big time. This is when stock coming down, because all these short sellers, they will start selling the stocks, and that will put pressure on the stock. It keeps coming down. At the time, insiders and institutions will buy stock, and then it will start going higher and squeeze those short sellers. If you time your purchase right and buy somewhere here, you'll be in a good shape. But key is to identify when to buy with these short squeeze names. All right, now let's jump in here. This is the complete list of the short squeeze names here. Top of the list is none other than Revlon, which is a which applied for bankruptcy, as many of you know here. Looks like they can emerge out of bankruptcy. That's why folks are really putting money into it and doing some short-term manipulations, as you can see here. Look at the short ratio in Revlon, 78%. That's a huge short ratio in Revlon here. Stock is really going up and down. Look, it's all over the map, as you can see here. It went up nicely, came down nicely, and it's doing the same thing again. RSI is 53. You got to be careful with these type of names here. But I would say if you want to buy, wait till RSI comes below 53. Be quick, because if this stock goes bankrupt, you'll lose your money. And you got a few more here. Keep watch on the RSI levels as usual, and also keep a watch on insiders and institutions. As insiders buy, look at Carvana here. Insiders are buying big time, as you can see here. And look at Carvana, it's also trying to say where to go here. Look, Carvana, it's all over the map at these levels, before, because RSI is 44, it tells you stock is sold off here. You could still buy some Carvana at these levels here. Understand it's not a profitable company yet. As you look through Carvana here, it's not making money yet. Net margin negative 3%, but there is a hope this can make money at some time. That's why at this time you're a speculator if you're buying this, but it can go higher. And I got a few more here. Look at MicroStrategy, one of my favorite trading stock here. This goes up and down violently. This is tethered to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as many of you know here, they got a lot of Bitcoin in their balance sheet. It's a good one for trading. It goes up and down violently, but right now, as you can see here, RSI is 55. I typically buy this one when the RSI is below 50. It typically goes up and down very nicely. You could even do a spread, put spread or a call spread on these. Especially call spread is good when the stock is going showing some strength and down. Put spread is good when you want to sell some put spread way below current stock price and make some money. Alright, so we got a few more here. Keep a watch on insider institution here. Look, MicroStrategy, nice insider buy. And we got here Nikola here. It's again EV play. Nice insider buy. And Nikola is also responding nicely with the nice uptick here. Even up here, look, RSI is below 50. You could still buy the stock here. And we got a few more here. Look, FUBO TV. Nice insider buy here, or nice institution buy. You could buy some FUBO TV as a contrarian here, because they don't make money yet, but look, stock is going higher. So RSI is below 50. You could buy this one also here. And you got Oxygen here. Oxygen has got nice institutional buy here. RSI is 69. I would wait slightly for this stock to come down here, mainly because RSI is high at this time here. And then you got Workhorse at these levels. You could buy some Workhorse here. RSI is 52, or if you want, you can wait for a slight pullback. That will be okay too. And you got Warby Parker, one of my favorite play here. It's also low RSI candidate. You could buy this one also. As usual, look at some of these low RSI candidates like BBBY as well as Upstart here. They can also go higher. Look, they're down big time here. These can also go higher, especially because RSI is down, completely clobbered at this time. All right, so as you can see here, keep a watch on how the stock is done in 1 day, 5 day. If the stock has gone up so much, like the ones here, HRTX and Beyond Meat, you could wait slightly, let them come down. Don't put the money because the short squeeze already started. All right, same story with the MicroStrategy here. Look, it's already having a nice short squeeze. At this time, I would not put my money. I would wait for it to come down slightly. All right, as you can see here, list goes on here. Keep a watch on short ratio. Nice and high short ratio. Keep a watch on insiders and institution purchase here. Look at FFIE Faraday. Look at institution purchase. That's good here. Stock has gone up, and at this time I would not put my money, mainly because RSI is too high. Instead, I would look at candidates like GoodRx here. Look, GoodRx right now RSI is 44. It's trying to show some strength. 5 days it's going up. You should pick up stocks like this one here versus chasing red hot stocks with nice and high RSI. If it is very high RSI, that tells you money is already made. Quick money is made. You can make more money there. And we got Riot Blockchain, which is one of my favorite one here. As the crypto is going up and down violently, with this one still RSI is below 50. You could still buy here. You could make some good money here. And we got a few more with low RSI here. GFS, which is one of my favorite chip play here. You could buy some GFS here. You could also look at OOF. If you're a speculator, this can also go higher given RSI is below 50, as you can see here. And let's keep going here and look at few more. Look at some of these cannabis stocks here, completely sold off here. If you are a little more bullish, if you can take some short-term pain, you could buy stocks like CGC here at dirt cheap price. And look at that RSI 29, tells you completely sold off here. All right, now let's jump in here and look at few more. Look, keep a watch on insider institution here. We got HCP, HashiCorp, stock got clobbered a couple of weeks ago. Right now RSI is 55. I would wait for a little bit pullback. Even up here it can go higher, mainly because this stock has come down so much very quickly. And look, we got REI, one of my favorite trading stock here, goes up and down violently. RSI 28 tells you stock is clobbered. This can also go higher. And I got one of my favorite stock, IIVI. Stock got clobbered here. Look, this can also go higher. It's a net margin positive company, as you can see here. And keep a watch on the RSI levels below 50. I love those names here. Look, we got Asana as well as Urban. You could buy these also here. Urban has got nice and high overall score, and both stocks are showing some progress in 1 day, 5 day. All right, now we got few more here. Keep a watch on short ratio, nice and high short ratio still. And keep a watch on insider institution. Look at Coinbase here, nice institutional buy. You could buy along with the institutions here. RSI is still low here, 49. That tells you this can even go higher. I would be buyer on a slight pullback and accumulate. And we got one more here, LAZR. Again, it's a auto EV stock, as many of you know here, showing some strength here. RSI 39 tells you it's clobbered. You could buy this one also here. And look, we got JWN, one of my favorite short squeeze play here. This manages to come back nicely at times. Right now it's clobbered with the very low RSI. You could buy this one also. Along with CDEV here, look at that RSI very low. And also as usual, look at Arrival here, again an EV play, nice institution buy. You could buy some stock along with the institutions here. And look, we got ADVL. ADVL is right now, it's RSI is too high for me to buy at this time. I would wait for a pullback here. On the other hand, uranium stock UEC here, look, RSI is 49. You could buy some uranium stock here, and institutions are also buying this UEC here. You could buy along with the institutions. All right, now let's look at a few more here. As usual, keep a watch on insider institution here. Serento had a nice run. Look at the short squeeze. I love the short squeeze here. At this time, I'm not buying. RSI is too high for me. And look, on the other hand, you could look at few names like ASTR and Stitch Fix. I know it's been paying for a while, but look, they're showing some strength here. You could buy them slowly here. RSI below 40 tells you it's completely clobbered here. And we got a few more. Stitch Fix, look at that insiders buying. It's been there for a while now, but I think it's good at this time here. And we got a few more here. Look, we got Tellurian, again natural gas play, like many of you know here. Stock is clobbered with low RSI, showing some strength. You could buy some Tellurian here, $3.11, good price. And we got a few more here. ESTE here, look, it's got a nice institutional buy here. Stock is a low RSI stock here. You could buy this one also here. Right now it's undergoing some pain, but you could slowly buy and accumulate. If you wait for things to turn back up again, sometimes you lose the opportunity. That's why I would slowly start accumulating, given RSI is very low at this time here. All right, so look at stock like Tilray here. This is down big time, showing some strength, as you can see here. Tilray also has a nice high overall score, along with the ADMA, same story. ADMA has got a little bit high RSI. I would wait for a pullback here. All right, so with that, what we'll do is we'll look at one of my favorite trading tool, which is TC2000. What we'll do is we'll look at stocks that are we look at all the short squeeze names, and then we look at stocks that are stocks where 5-day exponential moving average is crossing about 10-day exponential moving average. technicians watch this level carefully. That tells you there is some bullishness in these stocks here. We are looking at short squeeze names, high short ratio names where there is some strength. So I love this list here. Let's take a look at that list, and also let's look at the stocks where probably short squeezes are done at this time. 5-day EMA crosses below 10-day EMA. I would not want to be in those names unless you are a very speculative trader. All right, so with that, let's go back here into TC2000, which is one of my favorite trading application. All right, so what I've done here is these are all short squeeze names. I have added a scan condition here. What it says is really I want to make sure exponential moving average, 5-day exponential moving average is crossing above the 10-day exponential moving average. That tells you these stocks are getting stronger. This is a very important technical level for technicians. Technicians watch this level very carefully. So as you can see here, we got the list here. I could even change this to instead of now. I could say, say 2 days ago or something along those lines. I could say here within last say 2 days. So that way it's not just now crossing, it's crossing since last 2 days or so. I could even make it 3 days. All right, so let's look at that list here. Look, we got a nice list here. All these stocks, we got a 5-day exponential moving average crossing about 10-day exponential moving average. Look at 5-day here, right here. 5-day crosses over 10-day. That's a good sign here. So you could look at these names for the bullish type candidates here. Look, we got nice names here. We got Skills, which is completely sold off, as many of you know. You got let's make it a little bigger here so we get the entire name here. All right, I think that's good enough. All right, so we got the list here. I would sort this by market capitalization. You get big market cap names at the top here. Look, all these names are completely clobbered here. They're showing some strength here. You could buy at this time. You could slowly buy stocks, in this list here. And look, also keep a watch on RSI level here. If the RSI goes much higher, above 50 or 55, I would not buy at this time. Instead, if the RSI is low, I could buy stocks like Square, Lucid, and so on and so forth. Square is okay. Lucid is a little bit high from an RSI perspective. I could even filter this further down here and say RSI less than 55. All right, let's do that here, and let's say RSI. And let's say less than 50, just to be conservative. So look, these are some of my favorite stocks here. RSI is less than 50, tells you stock is sold off here. Look, RSI is less than 50, stock is sold off. You could look at these names here because you'd do very well. Look, we got Square, LYV, Coinbase, and so on and so forth. These stocks are trending higher. You could make some money. I love stocks like Lithium Americas, which is down big time. Look at the EV plays like Nikola, good one at these levels here. Look, we got Matterport here, which is all about metaverse play. It's also a good one. Right, blockchain, again a great one here. Completely got clobbered, and list goes on. As you can see here, we got few more. Look, we could even make the list shorter here. We could say, both 5-day EMA as well as 10-day EMA above the current stock price. Let's go here and put one more condition here. I could say, look, I could say here 5-day EMA. So what I have here is 5-day EMA. Let's say EMA. All right, so I got a list here. It says above 5-day and above 10-day EMA. This tells you I want the stock to be above both 5-day EMA as well as 10-day EMA. What I could do here is I could close out my previous condition here. Let's look at this condition. What this tells me is really I want the stock price to be above both 5-day exponential moving average as well as 10-day exponential moving average, and RSI to be below 50. These are some of my favorite candidates here. Look, they're trending up, as you can see here, indicated by 5-day, 10-day. current stock price is above these two moving averages. And look, market cap is in the descending order, as you can see here. That tells you could buy stocks like Square, GFS, Zillow, Paramount, Coinbase, so on and so forth. At these levels, they're showing some bullishness here. You could also bring in a quick chart here if you are a chart reader, which I love looking at charts. Look, we got the chart here. As you can scan through the chart here, look, we got Square, Jack Dorsey's company. And look, it's slowly showing some strength, as you can see here. Nice strength on the balance volume is trending higher. Stock is also trying to go higher, so you could buy stocks like this one at these levels. And we got Global's Foundry, again one of my favorite stocks. Same story. Look at on the balance volume, it's going higher. Momentum is going higher. Stock is going higher. I would love to buy these names here. Take advantage of this high short ratio. All right, now you might wonder, okay, this looks good. What stocks may not go high? So what I would do is I would change my condition here and say remove this one here. One of the reasons I love TC2000 is you could do OR conditions here. Look, I got a branch with the OR. It tells you I want to look at stock with price above 5-day EMA and as well as price about 10-day EMA. You could write these type of rules here. You can't write these OR conditions in trading view or even other platforms. You can only do and filter that way, but TC2000 will let you do OR conditions, which is great. All right, so I would remove this condition here. I would look at one more condition. I would look at what stocks are showing some weakness at this level. So for that, I would go here and I would do EMA here. Look, I've got here price. Let's see here, price. I got here price. Let's see, below 5-day and 10-day. I'm trying to see where is it. All right, so we could go here and change the condition here. So let's say price, all right, so this is crossing down. So I need crossing up here. Look, let's do one thing. This is crossing down. The stocks that we saw here is a little bit bearish. I could change this and say crossing up here, 5-day crossing about 10-day. These ones are the bullish candidates. Look, these are the bullish candidate here. We got few bullish stocks here. These stocks have got 5-day EMA crossing over 10-day EMA, so you could buy these names here for the uptrend here, because these all stocks are trending up here. Look, we got all these EV plays, FSR, we got Nikola, all this even 3D printing stock like Array. They're also showing some strength, all with the high short ratio. We got FUBO, as you can see here. You could take advantage and buy these names and play the short squeeze game. All right, let's go back here and go back to our PowerPoint slide here and conclude. From a conclusion perspective, look, market is very volatile. You got to be very careful and look for RSI less than 50 and look for high insider as well as institutional buy. And conservative traders should look for positive net margin and overall score more than 40. And some of my favorite long play are Aeo, Urban, LAC, so on and so forth, even Matterport. Some of the names here like FUBO, Matterport, Grow Generation, completely speculative, including Workhorse, but there are some names like Aeo, Urban, LAC. They all have good fundamentals also. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.